Tristan's trying to speed up his recovery, Shay wants a promposal, and Saad is in need of help. Hello, I'm Carrie and welcome to Degrassi Corner, and in this video, we're talking about episode 408, Get You a Man Who Can Do Both. Now, Miles wants to take Tristan on a backpacking trip through Europe, but the problem is Tristan isn't physically ready to be able to handle that type of activity. We see him trying to push himself in order to, quotey fingers, be ready as he works extra hard through physical therapy and says he's ready to take a test under normal circumstances. But we see him fall on the treadmill when he goes too fast, and he also can't finish his exam. In the midst of all this, Tristan doesn't want Miles to see that he's still reliant on help just to get his pants on. And in an embarrassing moment when Miles tries to help him, Tristan pees on himself and Miles. Tristan overhears Miles saying that he plans to defer going to the London Writing Academy for a year. And with that, Tristan decides that he's got to break up with Miles. But if we're keeping it real, the last two trials relationship plots, this one and the sex plot in Next Class 208, have been nothing short of amazing. Tristan is selfless and self-aware as he knows their breakup is the best thing for both of them. Tristan found himself pushing his body way too hard just so he could make the trip with Miles, and that threatened his recovery in the long run. And even though he knows Miles loves him, he believes it would be unfair to Miles for him to give up his dreams of going to the London Writing Academy when Miles has given up so much already during Tristan's recovery. I don't want to say that I'm cheering for their breakup because I'm not, but I just really like the way this was handled. It wasn't a character cheating or someone engaging in some problematic behavior. It was Tristan realizing that he and Miles as individuals are far more important than trials as a couple at this stage in their lives. Now, taking a look at the next plot, so everybody at Degrassi seems to be receiving a promposal. Rasha gets one from Zoe, and Grace gets one from Jonah, but that has Shay feeling left out when she doesn't receive one. Heck, Tiny doesn't even seem interested in going to prom when he suggests that they just stay home and watch a movie. Baz puts it in Shay's head that because she and Tiny had sex, he's no longer going to try because that's all he ever wanted. Shay finally snaps and yells at Tiny, but it turns out that pretending he wasn't going to prompose was his plan all along. All I've got to say is, it's about time Degrassi jumped on the promposal train. Saying that a plot is filler doesn't automatically mean it's a bad thing, because this was a filler plot and it was a fun one to watch. It was fun watching some of the other couples' promposals, and it was funny watching Shay squirm until they pulled off an awesome promposal dance number. Degrassi, you are very lucky that I'm not rich, because I would personally fund a special song and dance musical episode, which I am still lobbying for, by the way. And finally, Lola feels bad for Saad, who's still getting hate for his speech about Belgium, so she decides to work with him on a science project. Hunter and the guys low-key imply that Saad has terrorist potential because he seems angry all the time, so Lola snoops his browser history at his house. She doesn't find anything, but Saad's angry when he catches her looking for hints that he might be a terrorist. Lola apologizes by buying him a pair of pants he'd been searching for, and Saad tells her he's afraid because he actually has been talking to someone who might be a radical and might have been trying to recruit him. Lola's plan is to have Yael wipe Saad's computer and socials, but they're suspicious when they see some angry things that Saad was saying in the messages with the radical. Yael then takes pictures of Saad's messages for future reference, and Saad and Lola ace their project, and we see that Lola's starting to fall for Saad a little bit. Lola, I still love her. I don't know if I agree with the idea to wipe Saad's socials, just because it makes it seem like he's got something to hide in case Saad's name does come up, which we know is going to happen at some point because Yael didn't take a picture of Saad's messages for no reason. I like how when Yael was questioning some of the angry things Saad said, Lola said that we all say things we don't mean. But Saad talking about wanting the school wiped out is just begging to be taken out of context. What will happen when Yael reveals Saad's messages? We'll find out in the final 2 episodes of Degrassi Next Class Season 4. Leave your thoughts on this episode in the comments section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Degrassi Corner for the latest Next Class news, reviews, and more.